Hey again, and welcome back to Critter Ed TV, episode 5. I'm Amelia, and as always, this is my little sister Talia, the Scorpion Girl. Hello, and Leonardo da Vinci says hello too. Today you guys will be learning about the king snake, one of the most misunderstood and important critters on Earth. Trust us, you shouldn't be afraid of them.
Hello animal lovers and welcome back to Critter Ed TV. I'm Jed Dodds and I'm here with Clint Elliott, the co-creator of the therapeutic zoo model. Clint, in the first 4 episodes, we taught the truth about so many misunderstood animals, but it's safe to say that this episode might be one of our most important and one of my favorites.
Yeah, mine too. And like Amelia said, the king snake isn't just one of the most misunderstood critters on planet Earth, it's also one of the most important to any ecosystem it lives in.
That's right. So parents, have your children watch this episode because if they grow up learning just one thing about snakes, we want it to be that king snakes make the communities they live in safer and should be protected, not killed.
Yeah, so many people see a snake in their yard and their first thought is to kill it to keep their family safe, when in reality, killing that snake can actually put your loved ones in danger.
That's 100% correct. So help us to share that message by liking and sharing this episode, subscribing to our channel, commenting in the comment section below, and ringing our bell. Clint, I think Amelia and Talia have a couple king snakes for us to say hi to, so why don't we go take a look?
They do. Yeah, let's go. But let's walk this time because I think we need the exercise.
Speak for yourself.
Are you kidding, Jed? Really? Okay, I need the exercise, so let's go. Come on, let's get out of here.
Hi Amelia, hi Talia.
Hi Jed.
Amelia, who do you have?
I have King Kong.
Now some of you guys may remember King Kong from our Snake Shed episode found exclusively on Patreon.
Yes, for those of you who don't know King Kong, he's a wild snake who lives here at the therapeutic zoo. He's very used to us picking him up and saying hi and then letting him go to do what wild king snakes do.
Now Talia, who do you have?
I have King Tut.
And King Tut is our smaller king snake that you have here at the therapeutic zoo that you use on your public outreach days. It's an animal that can get up close to people to teach people how important king snakes are and how important they are to the ecosystems they live in.
Yeah, we've said it before, but it's worth repeating always. Parents, if you teach your children just one thing about snakes, it's to learn how to identify king snakes who live in your area because they really do help keep your family safe.
That's absolutely right. So Amelia and Talia, you guys ready to answer a couple questions to help people understand even more about king snakes?
Yeah, sure. We always are.
All right, Amelia, what does a king snake eat?
Mostly rodents and other snakes.
Other snakes? Now that's pretty interesting. Talia, they must eat non-venomous snakes because if they were to eat a rattlesnake, surely they would die.
Nope, they're immune to venom, so if they want to eat a rattlesnake, they can.
Wow, so that means King Kong can eat a rattlesnake?
Yep, and so could King Tut.
But King Tut isn't very big. How can he be strong enough to kill a rattlesnake?
Oh, you guys won't believe how strong king snakes are. They kill their prey by constriction, like boa constrictors and python. But pound for pound, they may be even stronger.
That's right. It's estimated that when adjusted for size, king snakes can squeeze their prey with twice the pressure of other kinds of constrictors, which is pretty amazing. But still, rattlesnakes are big-bodied. They must be pretty strong themselves.
No, not at all. Rattlesnakes are built to strike at their prey with their fangs and then stay back while the venom does the work for them.
They may look strong, but people who know rattlesnakes call them the marshmallow of the snake world. They are wimpy compared to the king snake.
So Amelia, why don't you tell everyone how to identify a king snake here in the Southwest?
Well, king snakes are black with white or cream banding and speckles on their faces. This could fade over time.
That's right. Why don't you girls hold up your snakes to the camera and you can see those white cream bands go all the way around the king snake, which is a great way to identify a king snake over other black snakes that live here, like the black racer.
That's right. Remember, king snakes from various regions can have very different color patterns. So learn what they are and teach your children accordingly.
Talia, why is it so important to teach children about king snakes? Is it just because they eat rattlesnakes?
No, it's because they're the king of all other snakes.
That's right. They actually dominate the ecosystem they live in over all other snakes. Amelia, what happens if a parent does go kill a king snake in their yard, thinking that that may keep their family safe?
Well, another possibly venomous snake will move in.
That's right. That's why you should never remove a non-venomous snake from your yard. They actually keep you and your family safe. Now this is where we do need to put a safety disclaimer in. You should never go pick up a snake unless you have the proper training and safety in mind. And for a king snake, that's pretty basic. And we're actually going to show you how to do that right now. So Clint, how often do you help snakes safely get across the street?
Oh, far too often to count.
And you help all snakes, even venomous ones. But what happens if people do see a king snake, they're able to identify it, and they want to safely get it off of that street?
Well, Amelia's going to demonstrate with King Kong, who, remember, is a wild animal, but the first thing she's going to do is make sure the road is safe.
That's absolutely right. Do not go into any busy street ever under any circumstances to save any animal. We want to make sure you stay safe first.
Right, and the second thing that she's going to do is she's going to approach the snake from behind. If King Kong is moving in a particular direction, he's doing it for a reason, and if she picks him up and brings him back the direction he came from, he's just going to go back in the road again.
Yeah, for the most part, the Good Samaritan's not even going to need to pick up or handle the snake at all. Just by walking behind it, they're going to encourage that snake to go in that safe direction and continue off of the street.
That's right. If a snake is already moving, let it move.
Okay, Clint, well, why don't we put King Kong on the ground, and Amelia, let's pretend that he's in danger, and we need to safely remove him off of the street.
Notice that her hands are open, not closed. You never want to grip a snake, as that will cause it stress and could even injure it. She slid her hands under its belly and allows it to move from hand to hand while she brings it to the other side of the road to release it. It's really that simple.
Now we know that our Sonoran kings rarely if ever bite in self-defense, but some kings around the country do have a reputation for being biters. Talia, what could happen if you are bitten by a non-venomous snake?
Well, they have teeth, so if they pierce your skin, you could get an infection.
Yes, although rare, infections can happen. The other thing that can happen is you can injure the delicate teeth of the snake. If you pull back while that snake is biting, you could break or injure those teeth, rendering that snake incapable of eating and surviving. Amelia, what's another noxious thing that a king snake can do?
They could musk you.
Musk you? What does that mean?
Musking is basically a really icky paste that comes out of their tail that smells so bad.
Now this seems like a deterrent from predators trying to eat them.
Yeah, normally our king snakes don't musk, but other king snakes do.
Well, that's something to keep in mind if you handle a king snake. Girls, King Kong has played such a vital role in telling an amazing tale about king snakes, but it is time to release him back into the ranch, his ecosystem, to help keep this area safe. Are you girls going to miss him at all?
No.
No, why not?
Well, we live here and so does he, so we'll get to see him all the time.
All right, well, let's take King Kong back to the wooden fence where we're going to release him, and all you at home can help us say goodbye. All right, Clint, well, we're here at the wooden fence.
Yeah, and I just have to say, it's tough being a wild snake. King Kong has a missing eye, he has scars all over his body, his food bites back. But despite all of that, it's really important that he remain a wild animal because he is so vital to this environment.
Well, what a great message to be able to end on. Amelia, are you ready to do the honors in releasing King Kong? All right, well, as we say goodbye to King Kong, who's played such an important role in telling a great story about another misunderstood critter, we just want to thank all of you guys for tuning in to this episode on Critter Ed TV. We'll see you next time where fear becomes wonder and wonder becomes passion. Bye,
everybody. Thank you.